In the small village of Bethany, nestled between the hills and olive groves, a hush fell over a gathering crowd. The air was thick with anticipation, and the earth seemed to hold its breath. Lazarus, beloved brother and friend, had lain in his tomb for 4 days, wrapped in funeral swaddling clothes, his body cold and lifeless. Yet, hope glimmered through the anguish on that bright morning, as whispers spread of a miracle worker arriving. The narrow path leading to the tomb was lined with villagers, their faces a tapestry of skepticism and hope. At the front stood Marta and Maria, the sisters of Lazarus, their eyes reflecting a mix of faith and fear. They had sent word to Jesus days earlier, hoping that their message would reach him in time. Jesus, who had taught them about the kingdom of God, who had healed the sick and given sight to the blind. As Jesus made his way slowly to the tomb, his gaze was serene, yet filled with an unspoken promise. "Roll the stone away," he said, his voice echoing softly yet firmly. There were murmurs of disbelief. "He has been dead for 4 days," someone exclaimed. The stone was heavy, but yielded to the hands of the men who pushed it aside. Darkness loomed within the tomb's entrance. Standing before the open tomb, Jesus raised his arms towards the sky, the sun illuminating his countenance like a halo. "Lazarus, come out!" His words were not a command, but an invitation, reverberating with authority and compassion. An eerie silence followed, and time seemed to hang suspended. Then, impossibly, a figure emerged from the darkness within the tomb. Lazarus, his eyes wide with newfound life, stumbled forward, the funeral clothes still binding him. He took one tentative step and then another, his face a mixture of confusion and awe. A gasp rippled through the crowd, disbelief mingling with joy. Marta and Maria rushed to his side, tears of joy streaming down their faces as they embraced their brother, their arms wrapping around the once lifeless form. The onlookers, witnesses to this unexplainable event, found their hearts pulled towards faith. In that single moment, the boundary between death and life had been crossed. Not through understanding, but profound belief in the presence of the divine. The sun bathed the scene in a gentle warmth, as if nature itself was celebrating this miracle of resurrection. And as Jesus lowered his arms, his serene smile conveyed the simple truth that love and faith transcend even death.